she was Da-eun, his best friend's fiancée, and the woman everyone envied. But in reality, her once perfect career had ground to a halt months ago. Was this an unforgivable lie, or a wound that deserved compassion? And now, Seojun found himself at a crossroads, facing a choice that could shatter his best friend's world.
Wow, this place is amazing. I can't wait to live here with Da-eun. Hey Seojun, can you take a look at our budget plan? I tried putting one together, but the numbers just don't seem to add up.
Let me see. Ye-hyuk, you can't just slap together a financial plan like this. It's a recipe for disaster. You haven't categorized anything, and you haven't even factored in variable expenses.
You think? It looks fine to me.
No, I'll reorganize this whole thing for you. The first step is getting a real handle on your monthly cash flow. That means breaking it down into fixed costs, variable expenses, savings for major life events, and an emergency fund. Look, this is how it should be structured.
Right. You're the best, man. Could you just take care of it for me?
Seojun felt a sense of satisfaction helping his friend. It was in his nature to step in and fix things. A few days later, the three of them had dinner together.
I heard Da-eun aced her performance review again. Wow. I mean, she's my fiancée, and I'm still in awe of her. Honestly, it's such a relief to have someone so dependable.
Oh, it's nothing.
That's really amazing, Da-eun. That's incredible. That must be a lot of pressure to keep up.
It's manageable. It's just, sometimes I wish I could drop everything and get away from it all.
Hey, what are you talking about? You're up for a promotion soon, so hang in there. Here, I got you this fountain pen. Think of it as an early promotion gift.
As Da-eun accepted the expensive fountain pen, she mustered a fragile smile, but Seojun saw the anxiety hiding just beneath it. Her anxious smile sent a chill down his spine. He had a sinking feeling that when the truth came out, everything would fall apart.
You're still close with Ye-hyuk, right? His fiancée, Da-eun? She used to work at my company, didn't she?
Huh? Alright, so you two are colleagues.
Yeah, but she quit a few months ago. Said she was suffering from severe burnout. The whole team was really worried about her. I wonder what she's up to these days. I haven't been able to get in touch with her.
What do you mean? She quit?
Ye-hyuk doesn't know? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
A few days later, Seojun witnessed an unbelievable sight. During the morning rush hour, he saw Da-eun walking into the library near Ye-hyuk's place. She was dressed impeccably for the office, but she walked with heavy steps, her shoulders slumped under an invisible weight. In that instant, everything clicked. He understood her desperate charade and the deep, hidden pain behind it. Just then, he got a call from Jae-hyuk.
Hey man, you're not going to believe this. Our loan got approved. The loan went through. It was all thanks to the pre-approval Da-eun got from her company. The money hits our account next week, and we got an amazing rate and a higher limit, all thanks to her. See, I told you she's the best.
On one end of the line was his friend's ecstatic voice. On the other, Da-eun was slumped over a desk in the library, completely exhausted. The jarring gap between those two realities left him reeling. Faced with this dilemma, what should he do? One person's deception can be another's desperate cry for help.
Alright, let's do this! I have to stay quiet!
Is this a matter of cold, hard fact? A lie so damaging it could shatter the very foundation of their marriage? Or is it a matter of giving her the time she needs to navigate the harshest winter of her life? If you were in his shoes, what would you do for your friend's future?
Alright, let's do this! I have to tell Ye-hyuk! This isn't about feelings, it's about the facts. That loan was approved based on a job Da-eun no longer has. If he goes into this marriage blind, he'll be the one left to deal with the fallout.
Seojun decided it was his duty to tell his friend the truth.
What's with the serious face? Come on, what is it? Just spit it out.
Ye-hyuk, listen. Look, I'm only telling you this for the sake of your future. Just hear me out.
All right. What is it? Stop beating around the bush. Just tell me.
Da-eun, she quit her job a few months ago.
What? What are you talking about? I literally just gave her a promotion gift.
From what I heard, she was struggling with severe burnout, but couldn't bring herself to tell anyone. She'd been pretending to go to work, all while actually going to the library. I first heard about it from a former colleague of hers, and then I saw her walk into the library myself.
That can't be true.
That loan was only approved based on the pre-approval she got before she quit. Ye-hyuk, this is something I feel you need to know.
The color drained from Ye-hyuk's face. He wasn't angry. He was overcome with a confusion greater than anger.
Right, thanks for telling me.
That night, Jae-hyuk sat down with Da-eun. A single question kept haunting him. Why would she lie to me?
Da-eun, I heard you quit your job.
Da-eun's heart sank. The moment she'd been dreading was finally here. But her dread quickly sharpened into a single question. How did he find out?
Why didn't you tell me? How could you hide something this important from me? Is that how little you trust me?
It's not that I meant to lie.
Then what was all that, pretending to go to work every morning? After everything we've been through, you couldn't trust me with this?
I was scared. When I burned out and everything fell apart, I felt so worthless. And I was terrified of being a burden to you. I felt like I wasn't the person you fell in love with anymore. That stable, dependable woman was gone.
So you hid it from me? And you let us get a loan for our future together without saying a single word.
And you're not even worried about me? Don't you care how much I've been struggling?
Of course I'm worried. But trust is everything in a relationship.
Da-eun realized something. Jae-hyuk couldn't see past her silence to her pain. A few days later, Seojun brought the three of them together to try and mediate.
I didn't want an interrogation. I just needed you to ask if I was okay, to see how hard it must have been for me. All you saw was the lie. You never even tried to understand my pain.
Da-eun.
And you, Seojun, do you have any idea what it felt like to have my secret thrown in my face like that? I felt betrayed. I didn't need your judgment. I needed your support. You just had to play the hero, and now you've robbed me of the chance to tell him on my own terms.
I was just trying to help, as a friend.
I can't trust anyone now. I think we need some time to think about whether this marriage is the right thing to do.
That was the last time. The wedding was postponed indefinitely. In reality, it was over. Several months passed. In the end, Jae-hyuk and Da-eun broke up for good. The rift it created between Seojun and Jae-hyuk never healed. Then one day, Seojun got another call from the colleague who had first told him about Da-eun.
Hey Seojun, have you heard from Jae-hyuk at all?
No, we don't really talk much these days. Why?
Da-eun landed a new job, a senior position at Samsung. Isn't that incredible? I thought she was struggling with burnout, but who knew she was just setting the stage for an even bigger comeback?
She what?
Man, Jae-hyuk really hit the jackpot. She's just on another level. Man, Jae-hyuk is one lucky guy. Tell him I said congrats.
Seojun hung up the phone, unable to say a word. What he had seen as a crisis was, in reality, the groundwork for her comeback. In that short window, he hadn't been patient enough to simply trust her and let her work through it on her own. The truth he wielded like a sword in the name of friendship ultimately cost his friend his happiness. His misguided attempt to play the hero would haunt him for the rest of his life.
Sometimes saying the right thing is the worst possible mistake. What Seojun saw as a problem to be fixed was, in reality, a distress signal from someone at their breaking point. He didn't see a cry for help, he only saw a lie. What if, instead of trying to fix the problem, he'd simply had the courage to be there for her through the crisis?
All right, let's do this! I have to stay quiet. This is about giving her time. She just needs a chance to find her footing again. It's not my place to fix this. I just need to be a supportive friend while she works through it.
Seojun chose silence, but the weight of that silence was heavier than he'd imagined.
Da-eun is the best, isn't she? I mean, where else could you find a woman so stable and hardworking?
Yeah, you're right. Da-eun's a great person.
He had to bite his tongue every time his friend praised her, knowing that interfering would only make things worse. He decided to reach out to Da-eun with a quiet gesture of support. A few days later, Seojun sent her a digital gift card for coffee.
Just wanted to check in and see how you're doing. Whatever you're going through, I'm rooting for you.
Seojun didn't ask a single question. He simply sent his unconditional support. After receiving the message, Da-eun stared at her phone for a long time. The feeling of being seen and understood, not judged, finally gave her the courage to take the next step. That night, she decided to talk to Jae-hyuk.
What's with the serious face, Da-eun?
Jae-hyuk, I have something to tell you. The truth is, I quit my job a few months ago.
What? What do you mean? Then where were you going all those mornings?
I was scared. The burnout made everything fall apart. And I was so scared of being a burden to you. I was just trying to be the perfect version of myself for you. Trying to keep up appearances. That's why I went to the library every morning. I'm so sorry for lying to you. So sorry.
Oh, Da-eun, you must have been so scared and alone. Why didn't you tell me? Why did you go through all that by yourself? No, I'm the one who's sorry.
Is it really okay?
It's okay, everything is okay, but what suddenly gave you the courage to tell me?
Actually, I think it was thanks to Seojun. He sent me this today.
Da-eun showed Jae-hyuk the message from Seojun with the digital coffee gift card. Whatever you're going through, I'm rooting for you.
Man, what a friend, he's the best.
It felt like he understood everything without me having to say a word, like he was telling me it was okay not to be perfect. That's when I decided I couldn't hide it from you anymore. I think Seojun already knew.
In the end, Da-eun found the courage to confess on her own. A few days later, Jae-hyuk called Seojun and asked to meet.
Seojun, you got a minute? Let's meet up.
Yeah. Why? Is something wrong?
Seojun assumed Jae-hyuk had found out everything and was calling to blame him. But to Seojun's surprise, Jae-hyuk looked perfectly calm.
Da-eun told me everything about what she was going through. And that you already knew?
Yeah, yuck. About that.
Thank you, my friend.
Huh?
Da-eun told me. She said you kept her secret. You gave her the space she needed to tell me herself. Thank you for trusting Da-eun enough to let her tell me on her own terms. Seriously, man. Thank you. I mean it, thank you. But you know what the wildest part is? Turns out Da-eun was preparing for a new job that whole time. And get this, she even turned down a 30% raise from TSMC to take the Samsung offer.
Seriously? Wow, she's incredible.
And the craziest part is why she chose Samsung over that huge offer. When I asked her, she just said she was strangely drawn to Samsung and that she doesn't even know why herself. Can you believe it? Anyway, she starts next month.
A wave of relief washed over him as he realized his silence had been a deliberate choice, not just a way of avoiding conflict. Quietly waiting, giving her the space to find her own strength again. That was the truest form of support.
He hadn't tried to solve the problem for them. All he did was trust and wait, and that trust in the end led to a happy ending for everyone. With the burden lifted, Seojun broke into a smile of relief.
If drama